Hi, and welcome to this space. My name is Raksha, and I speak and coach for fat loss, inner feminine and masculine energetics. And I'm glad that this video found you. So, today's topic is the biological night, and I'm going to give you information about energetic reasons and biological or scientific reasons why we have to face the darkness of the day, which is called the night. And I'm going to start by speaking about melatonin gummies and how cute it might sound to take them. It almost, I think, sounds like a supplement right now. But we are literally disabling our body's natural release of melatonin by popping these gummies. And guess what? The lifestyle equivalent of this medicine is leaving artificial white lights on over our overhead lights, our phone screens, watching TV, all of that after sunset. We have to come to see that something that actually feels so harmless is actually like this slow drip that is preparing us for an absolute nightmare. And it kind of already has. See the amount of population that has insomnia, living during an era of a health care, a sleep care, a diabetes care industry that is so humongous. There's got to be a reason for that. It's because we are literally missing out on doing the things that are actually free of cost. Something as simple as moving into dim lighting after sunset and turning off all artificial white lights in our homes, in our workplace if we are working late, and on our phones. There is something called the dim light melatonin onset, DLMO. And this is what actually begins our biological night. This is a hormone that is otherwise suppressed by white overhead lights. And this is actually what incapacitates us from deep, restful, good quality sleep. The second thing is my favorite way of seeing dim lighting. Like I have, even right now, I'm just using natural sunlight, even for this video. And I am just using dim lighting. What it makes me feel, even during the day, is that I'm sitting in gestation. It's almost like I'm in this very womb-like situation, which is literally of repair, of nourishment, because soothing light is nutrients to our nervous system. You will finally step out of the apparent fight and flight and relax and lean back into safety in your body and actually be able to be present inside your body, which we call as the inner energy field. If there is not something blaring and dark and loud outside of us that is pulling our senses towards it. This is also very, very crucial if you are going through a phase of life where you feel like you need to step into safety. You want to go back to gestation, and then you want to come out and take a fresh new breath like a newborn the next day. These are not hard things to do. They are literally as easy as I am speaking about them. These are just simple decisions of devoting to yourself, of giving up what you might just be used to. You're just used to a certain brighter light, and now you just have to shut that and you have to put on dim lighting. It is as basic as that. Yeah, I'm literally talking about bulbs, right? I'm going to show you one of the lamps that I'm using. It's just a bulb, right? You also do not have to invest in red light therapy and get those really expensive equipments for yourself. Not needed. Basic dim lighting. Okay. This also actually acts as natural compression. Now, what do I mean by natural compression? It's kind of like compressing and going inward into yourself, and also actually giving yourself the opportunity to meet anything that was left unattended during the day. So, let's say, for example, during the day, you were upset about something, but then you had to quickly get into a meeting. So, more often than not, we don't have the time to feel into what happened during the day, right? And this kind of a setup, this kind of a relaxed, nourishing environment gives you that opportunity to slow down, go within, and meet the part of yourself that you did not get a chance to attune to, and just be with it and meet yourself and meet all parts of yourself. Because this kind of lighting navigates our senses within and helps us meet those sensations so that they're not getting trapped constantly, which eventually leads to inflammation. Okay. And finally, adrenal fatigue was such a big thing that was spoken about, I think, a couple of years ago. And this ties into that. Your adrenals will literally suppress cortisol, which is our alertness hormone, our stress hormone. Okay, we don't need cortisol after 6 p.m. That is why, based on our natural rhythm, cortisol actually blunts off at about 6 p.m. Okay, so after that, if it's going to stay high because of the bright lighting, it is actually going to halt your recovery, your fat loss journey. It's going to lower your natural progesterone levels, and it's also going to affect insulin levels because literally all hormones are tied together. Okay, so whether you see it as emotional regulation, whether you see it as anti-inflammation, whether you see it as reducing cortisol levels, improving insulin sensitivity, losing fat, having restful, deep sleep, which is literally your right as a human being. All of these things can simply be taken care of by this zero cost lifestyle change, which is to just be in dim lighting and adjust to the pace of it, the the dullness, discomfort of it, and allow yourself to meet all parts of yourself through it by compressing inside of it. I hope this helped you. I hope this threw some light on dimness and its beauty. And I hope you will have a beautiful gestation every evening. Go into that womb every evening and do right by yourself after the sun sets. I'll see you in the next one.